passion and dedication for this community is felt in this room and amongst us. Today's testimony has highlighted the need for increased support dramatically. And I want to thank the Executive Director and her team for being here today from DDS. I saw notes being taken, and I look forward to a collaboration with the legislature, with DDS, making sure that we accommodate and make sure that we're going forward and not standing still anymore. With the increase in population, we have to move forward, as Mr. Mullen has said. Yet the number of our individuals is continuing to rise. We have to acknowledge that something has to be done. When you look at rates still being set, retention of providers and employment being a huge factor of providing services is not acceptable. So over the last decade, an average of increased rate of 3.7% annually, we have seen about 100,000 new consumers enter the system. More than 320,000 are being now serviced, and we should expect to see many more. This is not accounting for those who are not currently being served. That's something that's criminal if we're not serving somebody that we dedicated or promised we would. There have been recent budget augmentations to meet demands, but they are temporary fixes to long-standing problems, and they're only very segmented augmentations. I look forward to hearing about the results from the rate study once it is completed, and I'd like to see it even before March, if possible. We open back up in January, Madam Executive Director. Personally, I would like to delve into some of the concerns regarding shelters and housing for individuals, IDD, and I do have some ideas, being a former general contractor. After adjournment of this year's legislative session, I'll be working hard to connect people throughout California on this issue, throughout California's areas. As we move forward with this committee, here are some additional goals I want to accomplish. Promote public awareness about the needs and abilities of individuals in the IDD community. Recognize the IDD individuals have made profound contributions to California at all levels of society, and collect and share information about the IDD community in order to educate legislators, their staffs, and state policy members. As Mr. Mullen will state or collaborate, every time we're in caucus, I'm beating the drum, as he is also, with our colleagues about how we can improve support for the IDD community. Through that coming up, that's one of the reasons I selected each individual on this committee to serve, because of their passion and what they've done in caucus and in their personal lives of how they've helped the community. We want to strive to also shatter the stigma associated with having an intellectual or developmental disability and promote full community integration and improve employment opportunities to IDD individuals. We're going to continue to do legislation on workforce development and integration for the IDD population until it sticks. I'm not giving up. We are all one, and we are stronger together. When I did the dyslexia bill 3 years ago, they told me not to do it. There would be opposition, it would never pass, and I wouldn't give up. But you know what, how we got that through? When we were in committee, there was 150 mothers in their lime green shirts at committee, and you think those committee members were going to tell those mama bears no? This is what we have to do. We have to stick together. We have to be a force of one. And with this legislature having the opportunity and impending opportunities, we need to move and move fast in the next legislative cycle. And I look forward to being part of that process. And I look forward to the partnership with Mr. Mullen and our other community members. We will be doing hearings throughout California, starting in San Diego. We don't have the time frame, but I'd like to do San Diego, Los Angeles, Fresno, Sacramento, Redding, and looking for the North Coast areas also, and so that we can talk to the folks throughout California. But this is my commitment. In 6 years, I hope we've made some remarkable gains moving forward, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you going forward.